My name's Tim Kroll, and I've been on a 35-year journey of healing. And for about the first half of that, I really didn't make any progress. I spent thousands and thousands on year after year professional counseling, both Christian and secular. I went through recovery program after recovery program, and I don't even think I made 10%. Finally, after a lot of years, I went through one program, and one specific leader there showed me grace. I didn't understand what that was at the time, but I knew when I was with that man that I was finding power to change. Later, I went through a different program, and it didn't address all the addictions that I'd suffered from for so many years. Didn't talk about them, didn't even focus on them. But what that program did do was it focused on my heart. And over many, many months, I received a ton of grace. And through that grace, my heart changed. And as my heart changed, I found real freedom from the addictions and the torment that they brought. That wasn't the beginning of my journey, but it was the beginning of the real change in my journey. And I found that I wasn't really on a journey of performance. I was really on a journey of grace. And it took years to even begin to understand what that was. But as I began to really understand what grace really is, not some cheap seminary definition, but all of the power and the life-changing universe that it is in what Jesus did and all the good that he has for me. And I learned every one of those things through other men showing me grace and teaching me about grace. It changed my world. And so I've been on a journey of grace for a lot of years now. And my life's completely different. I live in a different place. I'm not in the same world I used to be. And it used to be all about defeat and discouragement and depression and anxiety and numbing the pain. And now I've got more peace and more joy than almost any Christian I've ever met. Certainly a lot more than any Christian I've ever met who hasn't experienced addiction or deep damage and trauma. And that's not about me bragging. That's about the goodness of God. 12 years ago, God had me start what eventually became More Than Conquerors. And what More Than Conquerors is, if I had to really sum it up, is it's about a bunch of us broken men who are on that journey of healing. We go on that journey together, and it takes a number of months. But in going on that journey, we learn about the goodness of God. And it's not about doing a better job of performing. It's not about doing a better job of living up to the law. It's about learning to let go of all the things that we don't even realize are blocking the grace of God. And as we allow God to change our heart, what before was absolutely impossible to live or do that is good becomes the most natural thing in our life.